Even though we are 100 episodes into podcasting and 4 years into our business, we feel like we've just scratched the surface.
Welcome back to Duo On Air. I'm Abby.
And I'm Courtney.
And we're the ex-agency turned entrepreneurial team that puts the Duo in Duo Collective. Our boutique organic marketing agency specializes in SEO, social media strategy, and branding.
We're an everyday pair of business besties / marketing experts obsessed with helping our community learn more about what it takes to run a business.
Which is why on Duo On Air, we're not holding anything back. We're giving you all the info we know about how to grow your business organically so you can be the confident CEO you were made to be.
And how to navigate life as a small business owner.
Whether it's on your own or with your best friend by your side, so grab your coffee
or your mimosa, we don't judge,
and settle in for a quick value-packed episode of Marketing Tips.
Welcome back to the Duo On Air podcast. This is episode number 100.
Woo-woo!
And we are so excited. We have a unique episode for you today because it is the 100th episode. So we wanted to do something a little fun. But before we dive in, it is really hard to believe that we are 100 episodes in, yet we still feel like we have just scratched the surface and have so much more to share. When we started this podcasting journey, we weren't sure what to expect. And actually, in fact, we were at a marketing event, and a marketing expert was standing there talking to us, and we were just, communicating and getting to know people in the industry and in our local area. And she looked at us. I can't even remember if I don't even think we had said anything about our podcast. And she looked at us and out loud to our faces said, "Podcasting is dead." And I think Abby and I both were like, wait, what? And I don't think we thought it at the moment, but we were like, wait, first of all, why do you think podcasting is dead? And it's just funny that at a marketing event, you say something like that out loud with such certainty when there's probably a ton of people in the room who tune into podcasts, have podcasts, we're thinking about making a podcast. Yeah. So it was just very off-putting and a little bit like, well, we'll show you. Like,
I think we were already, I think we already had started our podcast. We already had got such feedback. And already we're getting like people inquiring to work with us because of our podcast. And so we were kind of like, I don't think so. But it was just really interesting because honestly, when we first started this, we were so nervous. We wondered if anyone would tune in, and it turns out that you did. Yay. And since we started, we have over 30,000 downloads, which feels crazy and amazing. And I love watching the little charts of people who are listening and the changes week to week and month to month. And it's just so fun. And we seriously cannot thank you enough for listening to us, for Instagram messaging about how much you love the show,
for sharing it.
Yeah,
like we love when people share it and like find out that we're like one of your favorite podcasts to listen to. It's really humbling and mind blowing. And I think we knew that we were going to be pretty good at it and like it was going to be successful, but like it has blown our minds how great it's been and how many people we've connected with and how many people actually love to tune in each week.
Yeah. My littlest likes to say things when he's doing coloring or doing whatever. And he'll just look at me and he'll go, "Mom, I'm doing a really good job." And I'm like, "Yep, you are, buddy." And so I kind of feel like we need to channel Remy right now. Like, we're doing a really good job.
Yes. Everybody needs to channel Remy and say that every once in a while.
I think that all the time when he just words of affirmations himself. But seriously, how lucky are we to be able to be in your ears? And we promise that we're never going to take that for granted. And even though we feel like we're just scratching the surface, we want to continue to bring you the absolute best, most actionable, authentic content we can. But really, it's you guys, the listeners, who are the real MVPs because you make this podcast continue each week by listening to us. Yes. And we can't thank you enough.
If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here.
So thank you. Thank you for being here on this journey of 100 episodes and the hundreds more that are about to come.
Thousands.
And for today's episode, I don't know if you're going to like us after this, but today's episode.
I hope you like us because this was my idea. So if you don't, I'm sorry.
So Courtney had this crazy idea that for our 100th episode, we should share 100 things that we've learned. And when she first said this to me, I was like, oh, Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Can we even think of 100? And it turns out we can.
Overnight, we both listed out about 50.
Yep. We both did it. We took turns. We have 100 lessons / confessions / random brain thoughts of business. Not just podcast, business in general, life in general, just all the things. And we are going to rapid fire style deliver 100 lessons to you right now. Are you ready?
Rapid fire style.
Rapid fire.
So this isn't going to be us like every single point. We're not going to just continually talk about it. We're just going to say the sentence or two that we listed for that one, and we're going to give you 100 of them. So it's going to be a little unique. It's going to be a little different.
Here we go.
And Abby loves to talk.
It's going to be hard. So this is going to be really hard for me.
She literally just needs to stick to the script and read every other one. And we're going to get through 100, and we're going to see how long it takes. Because if we elaborate on everyone, Abby, we're going to be in their ears for 3 hours. So
I know.
We can't do that.
I promise I won't. I'll try my hardest, okay? Ready? I'm gonna kick it off, guys. Here we go. Podcasting has been the easiest, most fun platform to create content on, and it is definitely not dead.
Do the damn thing and quit your 9 to 5 and chase that dream.
There's no such thing as work-life balance.
Trying something new in your small business and failing is okay. We have been there and we have done that.
Running a business is absolutely impossible without help.
Done is better than perfect, says the perfectionist in me.
I'm actually more productive on those days when I take a break and go work out than those days where I try to just power through and work.
A beautiful Instagram grid is my weakness, even though I know the content we create is far more important than how it looks.
It's impossible to work with a 3 and a 4-year-old.
Navigating loss and fertility issues while running your own business is extremely hard, and I am so very thankful every day for Abby and her strength to keep me going forward.
Oh, he's so sweet. Instagram actually feels so much easier to manage and take a break from now that we've taken the time to grow our audience consistently and authentically over the past few years. Seriously.
Hallelujah.
Seriously. Thank goodness.
4 years into our business, so that's number 4, 4 years into our business, and I still have absolutely no work routines. It is definitely a goal of mine to be more organized in 2024.
Confession time. The number of website inquiries that come in doesn't matter because one week it'll feel super slow. I'm messaging Courtney about it and super nervous for some weird reason. And the next week we can't keep up.
True story. Work when you feel most motivated, whether that's at 5 a.m. or midnight. You are the boss now, and set hours are a thing of the past.
You definitely can, that's CAN, can read too many business and self-help books.
Protect your personal time. It's so easy to go all in on your business and forget that you have a personal life too.
Investing in our finances early on with Val was one of the best long-term decisions we've ever made.
I had always loved the saying, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life, but I call bullshit on that now. I love what I and we do, but some days it is a lot of work.
That is true. Asana is my security blanket, and if the managing the projects in there and the to-dos, and if anything happened to this tool, I would absolutely cry my eyes out.
I would cry for Abby. Burnout can happen even in your small biz. Recognize it and pivot to avoid it.
Showing up on video is easier the more often you do it. I promise.
Take time to celebrate your wins, big and small. We are not great at this, and we've had a lot to celebrate over the years. Another goal of ours in 2024.
I'm thankful every day for the fact that I decided to run this little old business with Courtney.
Aw, right back at you, friend. I absolutely could not and would not do this without you. Running a biz solo sounds so damn hard. Kudos to you out there.
Healthcare wasn't actually that hard to figure out, yet it still feels like the scariest reason to leave your 9 to 5.
If you can give back, donate your goods or services to 1 or 2 clients a year. This is something that we just started actually in 2023, and we can't wait to keep expanding on it as the years go.
Google Search Console is a tool that you absolutely need to conquer your SEO.
If you have a product or service you hate, ditch it. It's not worth putting energy towards it if it gives you nothing in return.
If you want to try something new, a course, a shop, a podcast, just do it. It's better to have tried and learned than regret never trying it later.
Batch your content, record reels, write captions, record podcasts, etc. Do it together and block your calendar. The efficiency in staying with one thing is key.
Being a good affiliate for your fellow business friends, the tools and the systems that you use is a heck of a lot of work if you want to do it well, but it's also an amazing source of revenue.
Branding is so much more than your logo. It's everything you do for your business and in your business. You are your brand. Invest in it. It is definitely worth it.
Every business should use profit first, period.
I hated Voxer at first, but now secretly love it. Our husbands, however, feel much different.
Hiring a copywriter is worth every penny because that shit is hard.
Yep. Crying in or about your business is definitely okay. It means that you're passionate and that you work really hard to make that shit run daily.
You don't need Instagram to be successful, but you do need Google. You might not agree with that, but that is absolutely my opinion.
I want to not agree with that, but I have to agree with that. Family is more important than anything else, period.
When imposter syndrome hits, shut down all social media ASAP.
Hire out the things in your biz that bring you absolutely no joy. You do not have to love it all, and you certainly do not have to do it all either.
We are in marketing. We're not in the business of saving lives. So whatever it is, it can always wait until tomorrow.
I have a love-hate relationship with Canva, and my guess is most professional designers do.
Email templates are a crucial time saver.
Being ghosted is quite literally the worst. Try not to be that person.
Whether I'm using SEMrush or Ubersuggest to capture my clients' SEO research, I have seen incredible results on both. You do not need an expensive SEO tool to see growth.
Showit is the easiest website platform I've worked on to date and will always highly recommend it. Wix, however, is the hardest and most painful when it comes to being creative.
Hiring a bookkeeper is another favorite investment. Shout out to Madison and her team who might just know our books better than we do. Seriously.
Yep. Naming a business is hard. Be smart about it and hire that shit out. Also, be sure to check out your domain and that it works for your business name and that your business is not trademarked or anything else. And then also check the spelling of your business name.
Look at you with an SEO tip coming in hot.
Right?
We should have been more prepared when we were on Jenna Kutcher's Goal Digger podcast for the rapid stuff that was coming posted.
So that was number 49. And so on number 50, I wrote giggling about number 49. We should be prepared for a lot more things in our biz, but here we are, #thriving.
Hey, you've made it halfway through this episode, people. How you feeling?
Yes.
Hopefully you love it.
Abby, how are you feeling?
It's really hard not to elaborate. I'm having a hard time.
But it's kind of great too.
It is kind of great.
There's a lot that we can share in a short amount of time.
Okay, also, now let's take this mid-episode pause. Intermission, yeah, little intermission. I want, if you are listening to this episode and there's one of these 100 or a couple that you really resonate with, please share it. Please mention it in Instagram, share it, because I want to know. I want to know which ones you guys like.
And I also want to know if there's one of these where you're like, oh my gosh, please do a podcast episode on this specifically. Because obviously we've done some with some of these, but not all of them. So very curious.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready?
We are.
Round 2. Let's go. I need a bell ding or something. All right. Running an agency and doing all the marketing things is just not for us. Branding and SEO are our sweet spot.
Show up authentically. People can see right through you if you don't. I truly believe this is a huge part of our success.
Always let your potential clients lead the discovery call. They should talk first, and then be sure to actually listen to them and speak to how your offerings can solve their problems.
This is for after you sign a client. So I definitely don't think that the client is always right. Put on your professional hat and explain to clients why you think your fill in the blank might be better for them and why. If they still disagree, you did your best and tried.
Failure equals content.
Working with our babies on our hips is our favorite, even if it is chaotic some days. We absolutely will not change that for anyone or anything.
Yes, I love babies on calls. You don't have to accommodate someone else's schedule, even as a service provider. You are in the driver's seat of your time.
Remember to eat your lunch.
Working outside the home is absolutely necessary sometimes, even for homebodies.
Cheap blue light glasses suck. Spend the money on a good brand like Felix Gray and stop shopping on Amazon.
Stop selling the details and start selling the solution. Meaning, don't tell me the features and the benefits of your product. Tell me how this product is going to change my life.
Repurpose, repurpose, repurpose.
Learning my Enneagram has helped me understand what drives me and why.
Shut down your email for a day if you need to get shit done. It's so easy to constantly, quote unquote, check in, but that does no good when it halts your productivity.
Being a guest on other people's podcasts is a great way to drive business.
You don't need 20 hours open on your calendar for discovery calls. It's okay that people are booking out a few weeks when your calendar is full.
Zoom is not great for recording guest podcasts.
Fresh air is good for the brain and body.
I need some of that right now.
Mm-hmm. And it's so nice outside right now.
It is. Always pay for the annual plans, not monthly.
Don't push it on your off days. Some days you crush it and others you purely exist.
We have officially hit the point of needing a proper payroll system. I'm tired of bank transfers.
If you have a biz bestie like we do, compliment them on their good work, remind them they're doing great, tell them to log off and go for a walk. The littlest bit of acknowledgement and encouragement goes a long way.
Being a person who takes feedback and criticism with stride is extremely rare and also so dang valuable.
I truly believe brand photo shoots are a must.
We are recovering people pleasers, learning when to stand our ground and how to value our own worth. So hard.
The comparison game is real. I compare ourselves to brands I want to look or be like all of the time. However, the longer we are in our biz, the less I do this. We are the brand and people love us for who we are. But be true to yourself and remember that your followers and or clients choose you for you.
Everyone else is way too worried about their own grass to even care if yours is green.
Amen. It's okay to be steady or calm in your business. There's no need to be creating something new all of the time. Just being consistent and coasting is completely okay too.
Prioritizing travel, community, and events are key to growing.
Automations in your biz are a must. Trust us.
Leads and connections can truly come from anywhere. Old colleagues, friends of friends, neighbors, anywhere.
Stop using 30 hashtags, please. Instagram doesn't care and neither do us.
Sorry. Having the uncomfortable conversations as business partners is the only way you will survive together.
You don't have to meet with your client at every touch point of a project. Video walkthroughs have been a lifesaver for us. I've also been told multiple times that I have a very calming voice. Yeah. I'd be curious if people think that.
Transparency. The less we hold back, the more vulnerable we are, and the more we actually connect with our audience.
You absolutely can and should say no to clients who don't fit with you or your business. If it's not a good match to start, it won't be a good match later.
Don't buy, just like blue light glasses, don't buy the cheapest tripods on Amazon. By the way, if you have a tripod or a ring light that you really love, please send it our way because we are sick of the crap.
Please. I believe having your favorite bevy while you work keeps you motivated, sane, and happy. Coffee, water, and sometimes wine are our bevies of choice, but coffee is a must.
Spend less time watching other people run their business and more time running your own.
Take vacations. It may seem like vacation is easier because you are your own boss, but let's be honest, we are in our business and we push vacation aside and then it doesn't ever happen.
Or we work on vacation.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Don't do that either.
There is always a next goal, but don't forget to celebrate the now goals.
Start planning your holiday party in September. Put it on your calendar now. You'll thank us later.
This is a reminder for us right now. The entrepreneurship community is the absolute best group of cheerleaders.
Anyone can start and sell anything, but it's the people who take action that will be successful.
Focus on building wealth, not money.
Be silly more often and stop trying to look perfect.
It's not our VA's job to bring in sales, it's ours.
We are ready to go deep, not wide in our offerings.
Taxes are hard. Hire someone you can trust.
Even though we are 100 episodes into podcasting and 4 years into our business, we feel like we've just scratched the surface.
And that, my friends, was number 100. 100 lessons
in starting your own business and being in it for 4 years.
Happy New Year, friends.
Happy New Year.
If you like this episode, please be sure to share it with a friend and subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes dropping every Monday. Plus, if you haven't already, please go ahead and leave us a review and don't hesitate to share any new episode ideas. We absolutely love hearing from you and creating this content for you. See you next week.